All right, a 1990 Nissan Sentra. The transmission is called RL3FO1A. And the problem with this is when we drove it, we felt the flare on the 2-3 shift. This is a 3-speed trans, pretty much just a couple sets of drums and a band. You have the front and rear planet set. This, when we pull the bell housing off, this basically is the differential. The transmission is here, and the pump is located all the way in the back. And this is the governor that we're going to take out. So we're going to tear this down and see what we find. It's probably been, I would say about 25 years since I've done one of these transmissions. We're in where the shop is located now. We've been here for 23 years, and I haven't done one of these since we moved to this location 23 years ago. So just ask you to bear with me a little bit because it's been a while. And let me get a little closer and we'll tear this thing down. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we'll pull the governor off, and then we're going to pull the bell housing. These here come out, pump shaft. This is the intermediate shaft, the drum. We'll pull the bell housing off, and then we'll flip it up, take the pan down with the valve body, and take the unit apart. I mean, it's a fairly simple unit. You know, just 3 speeds, cable, no electronics or anything other than the neutral switch, which I had taken off already. All right, so let me get a little closer, and we'll start tearing this down. All right, so first let's get this bell housing off. This cover, front cover, we'll take off after. You know, let's get this cap off here. Okay, so this is the governor. Actually, I should have taken this off first. Okay, there's the clip that holds that on. This will come right off here. There's the seal, which will change. All right, here's the governor. Now we got a bolt in here to come out. 10 millimeter, should have like a, and it look like a pin on it. Okay, so that's the governor bolt there. Now this should lift right out. This gear likes to go bad a lot as well. And what we'll do is we'll unbolt it from here when we clean everything up. Okay. So let's take the filler tube and stick out. All right, get room in the bucket. All right, now we'll stand it up and get the rest of the bell housing. Okay. All right, you know what? Let me just go grab, my big screwdriver is missing. Let me just go grab that. I'll be right back. Alrighty. All right, so pump shaft. And this goes into the forward drum. And the other end, of course, into the converter. Get stuck on the dowel here. Okay, so here's the diff, this bolt to come out, and then once we take the front cover off, all this, everything will come out here. I think there usually is, if I'm not mistaken, sometimes there's a shim. I'm just remembering all this stuff. I really didn't even look at anything. And yes, there is, right there. Wow. Can't believe I remembered that. Okay. This will just lift right off. These gaskets tend to get caked on there. These particular gaskets. Okay. So you know what I'll do? Maybe I'll get up a little closer so we can get on top, because I don't think you can see too well here. And all right, you know what we'll do actually before I do that? Let's take the pan down. Take the pan down and take the valve body out. Something in the pan here. Not sure what it is. Okay. All right, now accumulator there. Okay, there's that. And then we got a side servo piston for the band. See if we can just pop this thing out real quick. Woo, there it is. Little servo piston here for the band. Band is second gear. Okay. All right, so now next thing I'll do is I'll just I kind of get on top here because it's just the stack up with the two drums, and that's really about it. We'll probably wind up taking the cable out as well. That's held in with like a 3/4 nut. You just got to bend the tab back so you can turn the nut. All right, so let me see if I can get more on top of the unit, and then we'll just finish taking it apart. Okay. So we'll take the ring gear off. All right, we got a race here. This is your park. This is where the governor gear rides on. All right, now we got to take the centering out. All right, it's got these two little, got the one bent up tab. I actually don't remember that. That went in the probably about the 3 o'clock position there. All right, so this will lift right out. This is the low sprig. Turns one way, locks the other. All right, then we're gonna have, this will go here like that. Washer. Sun gear and shell. Okay, front planet and ring gear. All right, here is a washer and like an oil lube dam here. All right, now coming out is the forward drum. And this drum likes to get ring grooves here, but this is good. So I do not have to replace this drum. All right, now we're going to take out the low reverse clutches. Pretty good. Now we'll take out the direct drum. Okay, this drum is also good. And this is the one that was, this had the flare. So it would be this drum here. But this is all good. We used to stock these drums because of ring grooves. Very common issue. Okay, now I just got to drain this oil out here. All right, we got the band. And now what we're going to do is just take the bolts out. It's going to pull the pump out. We're going to pull the return spring out for the clutches, the piston, and then the pump. All right, just give me 1 second. I will be right back. Okay. So we're going to take these bolts out in here. We're going to lift out, again, the return springs. This is the low reverse piston. It's a big molded piston. And the pump. And then we can open up the pump and drums. And then we'll, I guess, take this differential apart as well. Okay. Last one. Okay, return springs here. Piston here with, for the low reverse clutches. And this is the pump. You got your set of rings, black plastic washer, bearing, and we're going to take these screws out. We'll check the pump gears. Okay, so this case, actually, you know what we'll do? We'll take the cable out. All right, so I want to disconnect this cable here. Okay. Okay, and there's this piece right here, which I forgot about, for the park rod. This is just going to lift right out here, like that. And this, of course, sits here to keep it steady, so that'll lift right out. And you got these tension things to keep that in place. Almost forgot about that. All right, now what we're going to do is see if we can knock this over. Spin the nut out. Okay. Broke it loose. Okay. Right, here is that. And then we got to get the piece that locks it in place. Okay, there's that. And then this should come right out. Because we want to put this through the tank. Okay. And it has an O-ring on it, and there's the cable. Okay. All right, so let me just turn my lights back on. The case is stripped. And then we'll do the pump and drums, and we'll take the diff apart. All right, so this case is stripped. Okay. All right, and we have a washer here that goes along with. All right, you know what? Let me just reposition the camera, and we'll do the pump and drums and stuff. Okay, all right, so here's the washer that went on this side of the drum, along with this bearing. And a black plastic washer. Okay. Not sure the mileage on this thing, but Randy's not that bad a shape. I'm going to change the clutches. I got a banner kit for it. Alright, we got a couple of wave dish plates at the end. Could be an issue possibly also with the these are a little burnt up here. You know, with the O-rings, they shrink down then when it gets hot, because we actually had to drive this thing around for a while before we felt the flare. So probably something to that effect. Okay, where is the pump? There's going to be a relief ball and spring in here. Pump plate. Okay, there is the pressure relief ball and spring. Here's the pump drive. Alright, you got a bushing here on the inner pump gear. Make sure that's going to be good. And the outer pump gear. Alright, looks very nice. Okay, I got a couple of washers here. And the sprig lift right off. Alright, this looks okay. So this isn't going to get run through the tank. Okay. Alright, so let me get set up, and what we'll do is we'll take the diff apart, and I guess that's really about it. Just want to get rid of some of this oil. And we'll go from there. I'm still not seeing where this piece came from here. Not really seeing much. I don't know, it's possibly maybe a snap ring. But alrighty, so let's continue and take the differential apart. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is peen this open, get this nut out. Okay, take this washer, this lock washer out, put this back in here. Alright, now we're going to take these bolts out in here. Got a lot of Loctite on these. Alright, see if we can bang this thing down here. How easy. That was easy. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Empty. One of the gears. There's the other one here, and the support. And here is the front seal. These gaskets really get caked on there. So, they were always like that. Alright, so I guess that is about it for this quickie. RL3FO1A 1990 Nissan Sentra. Not really sure still where this piece came from, but I'm going to continue to look. I don't really see anything where it came out of. I mean, all the snap rings look okay, so I'm not really sure, but I'll go over everything very closely. I want to make sure these valves are free here. I'm going to take all that apart anyway and clean that out. And of course, I'll probably go through the valve body. And sometimes also with these planets, you gotta repeat these over because they come loose. Some stuff is coming back to me now. Let's check this one out. Yeah, see this one here. I don't know if you can actually see that moving here. So I'll repeat these here. Yeah, these are all loose. But that's typical. No problem. Everything looks good though. Alright guys, I thank you for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you next one. Alright, just real quick, I wanted to show you what I found. I have the outer O-ring out, and the inner O-ring is still in it. You can see this thing has no drag on it at all. It actually even folds right out. So I think what we were dealing with is what I had suspected is an O-ring that, I think probably just shrunk, and there's really no drag on it anymore. So, I mean, it falls right out, so I think that's what we're dealing with, that's the problem right there. All right, just wanted to show that to you guys. Once again, thanks for watching.